Good afternoon and welcome to Neil Carey Arena, the site of Lewis University basketball. I'm Patrick Hennessy alongside Cody Lindeman. We will be here with you for this ride as the Lewis Flyers take on the Eagles of Ashland University. The Eagles come in at 0-3. They're seeking their first win on the season, while the Eagles come in hot 2-0. They have wins against GLVC opponents, Lindenwood and Indy. So Cody, coming in for this game for some Flyers, what are some things you think they can really focus on in order to pick up their first win of the season?
Yeah, if you're the Flyers here, I think you really got to focus on rebounding. Rebounding is so crucial on either end of the floor. Second chance opportunities are killers on defense, but they can really ignite an offense. Also, you got to look to stop Annie Roshek. She has been a dominant for Ashland so far this year. She averages 24.5 points a game, shooting 53, and has no problem knocking it down from range, shooting 38% from beyond the arc.
Yeah, right you are, Cody. Just to expand on that a little bit, the Flyers have been out-rebounded by wide margins in their first 3 games. So that's something they're really going to have to focus on today. And then also for the Flyers, they're going to want to jump the passing lanes. This is a team that works well in transition, but they got to come up with the steals to do it. For the Eagles, they've really got to focus on contesting Flyer shooters on the arc. The Flyers have been a pretty good three-point shooting team. They rely pretty heavily on that three-point shot. And then also for Ashland, they got to get down into the paint on offense. They have not been shooting well from the 3, so they got to focus on what they do best. And we saw there, Ashland struck first, getting a quick 2 points as this first quarter has begun.
Yeah, this game's starting off at a frantic pace. Both teams running up and down the floor.
And as Taylor Galuza is going to shoot a pair at the stripe for the Flyers, let's meet the starters for the Flyers. Same starters that came out in Wednesday's game against Ferris State. Number 10, Amelia Motz, 5'10", graduate student, previously played for Alaska Anchorage. GLVC Freshman of the Year, number 13, Jenna Badali, is on the court, 5'6", sophomore out of Oak Lawn, Illinois. And you saw her just at the stripe, number 15, Taylor Galuza. She's a sophomore out of New Lenox, Illinois. Number 32, Grace Hilber, 5'5", junior out of Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. And number 35, Catherine Schmidt, the 6-foot sophomore out of Hampshire, Illinois. As we see Ashland score once again to increase their lead to 4-1. The Ashland starters, number 3, Morgan Yoder. She's a 5'8" freshman out of Dundee, Ohio. Number 10, Hallie Heidemann, a 5'8" senior out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Number 22, Sydney Jacobson, a 5'8" sophomore out of West Lafayette, Indiana. Number 25, Carly Peru. Peru is a senior sitting at 5'10" out of Massillon, Ohio. And the player we mentioned, Cody, number 42, Annie Roshak, a 6'1" junior out of North Canton, Ohio. Ashland out to a 6-1 lead. This is going to be a tough game for the Flyers to pick up that first win. Ashland ranked number 8 in the country. They had big wins against Lindenwood and Indy. And those were pretty decisive victories. Last season, the Eagles ended with a record of 16-9. However, they did suffer heartbreaking losses in the regional championship game to other GLVC opponent, Drury University. As we see Kay Barth Lofton check in for the Flyers. They also fell to Michigan Tech in the GLIAC championship games. Ashland does have high hopes for this season, though. They were picked to finish second in the GLIAC behind Walsh, but they're both very competitive, close teams, as we see Catherine Schmidt connect from the post. And like we mentioned, Cody, they are led by Annie Roshak in her 24.5 points per game. As we see a nice score from Peru. The Flyers, on the other hand, have not had the start they wanted to the season. They're 0-3, but all 3 of those games were really close. Pretty heartbreaking losses. The Flyers were picked to finish second in the GLVC East Division. And they're looking to improve on a season in which they went to the GLVC championship game last season.
That was Taylor Galuza picking up her or drawing her second foul rather, and getting to the line for the Flyers. A good job driving there from the Flyers. Trying to ignite this offense as they've been off to a little bit of a slow start here in this game.
Yeah, one player to watch for the Flyers, GLVC Freshman of the Year, number 13, Jenna Badali, currently on the court for the Flyers. She was 5 of 8 from 3 in Wednesday's game, and she had 22 points. And the Flyers, as you see, force a turnover, and Badali's going to bring it up.
Yeah, that was a great play by Badali there. She did something that you preach early from early age in basketball. She used the sideline as another defender and just forced the offensive player right into the sideline and drew a turnover.
As we see there, Hilber with a nice Euro step, but couldn't quite come up with the finish. As number 14, Erin Daniels, who has checked in for Ashland, brings it up. She hands it off to Jacobson. It's now Heidemann driving left. Kicks it out to Daniels on the wing, or in the corner, excuse me, who connects from downtown for the Eagles. Catherine Schmidt has it on the wing. She's a good shooter. She's a Flyers forward that can really stretch the floor with their shooting, but Hilber couldn't quite walk the tightrope and steps out of bounds. The Flyers are going to get some seniority in there as number 12, Stephanie Hart, a senior out of Geneva, Illinois, checks in. As Daniels tried to hand it off, but Hilber able to poke it away. Schmidt brings it up, down low to Hilber, and the Flyers score in transition. And there we go, Cody. Flyers forcing a turnover. That it will be key if they want to come away with the victory this afternoon.
Yeah, as you mentioned, jumping the passing lanes here and getting the easy 2 in transition. Something they're going to need, points like that here to try to keep up with this high-powered offense.
Yeah, the Flyers are really up into the grill of these Eagles players' faces. Oh, and a nice post move from Macy Spielman as she gets the score, but the Flyers are really hounding these Eagles. They're not letting them hand off, run that weave, and they are not letting them get those passes off as Barth Lofton unable to connect in the corner from 3.
Yeah, that defensive possession for the Flyers has to be a little deflating. They played really great defense for about 25 seconds, and then a tip pass finds an Ashland player, is able to step around a defender and put up 2 points.
And so Ashland will bring it up. It's Daniels. And again, they try to get that handoff off on the wing, and the Flyers just not letting Ashland get anything easy on the perimeter. However, Ashland has been doing a lot of their damage in the post. As a nice job by Galuza to poke that pass away. So Ashland will look to run a set out of bounds as Haley Smith was able to get it in the corner, and that's a 3 from Heidemann. No good. Rebound cleared by Schmidt. Badali gets it to Williams. She drives right, puts it up, and a nice driving score. Excuse me, I did misspeak. That was number 12, Stephanie Hart, scoring for the Flyers as we saw Badali unable to connect in the corner. Down low to Smith and picked off by Badali. Again, the Flyers' pesky defense paying dividends as Hart pump fakes, drives, kicks it out to Badali. Now Galuza, she tees up a 3. No good. Offensive rebound. Hart. Excuse me, that was less of a rebound, but more of a tie-up between Stephanie Hart and Erin Daniels. So the Flyers aggressive, really aggressive so far to start this game. However, they still trail 9-13, and we're gonna have a timeout. While we're in this timeout, let's meet the coaches for these respective squads for the Flyers. They are coached by Matt Nelson. This is his first season, and he has been with the Flyers for a while. He was an assistant for the last 3 seasons under head coach Samantha Quigley-Smith, who has since moved on from the Flyers, but Nelson's in his first season. He was also an assistant at Aurora, Dominican University, as well as Benedictine. He played for 4 years at Ripon College in Wisconsin, where he was a sniper his junior year there. He led the conference in three-point shooting at 48%. Flyers are assisted by former players Riley Olmstead and Tierney Lockett, and they're also assisted by Jordan Fierst. Ashland is headed by head coach Carrie Pickens in her 4th season. She has guided Ashland to a 76-12 record, 2 Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference tournament titles, and a regular season championship in her first 3 seasons as the head coach. She is 9th on Ashland's all-time scoring list as a player, despite only playing for 2 seasons at the program. She is also very well known for that season back in 2019-2020, where Ashland was 31-0, and she won Coach of the Year for the GLIAC Conference. Unfortunately, that season was canceled due to COVID. The Eagles are assisted by Stephanie Gelhausen, Jody Johnson, and Maddie Dakin. As we see Hart drive left, spins right, looking for a Flyer on the perimeter. No one was there. Badali's gonna call for a screen from Schmidt. She's immediately double teamed, so Schmidt has a mismatch down low. And the shot is missed. Rebound cleared by Jacobson.
You know, I want to bring up something that seems kind of arbitrary. Early in the game, about 2 or 3 possessions in for the Flyers, Badali noticed that the ball that was being used for the gameplay was not the right ball. And the officials actually stopped play. They got the right ball in there. But the point being is that the Flyers almost turned up the aggressiveness after, you know, that stoppage. It almost acted as a timeout that wasn't a timeout. And then since that point, the Flyers have played a lot more aggressively.
Yeah, so Cody, that's definitely not something you see every day. The incorrect
like
ball.
Like almost like a turning point, like a switch for them. That was, you know, delivered in a very awkward manner, I suppose.
And Galuza's going to pick up her first personal foul as Motts checks back in for the Flyers, replacing Barth Lofton. And Sydney Jacobson at the line for 2 for the Eagles.
Out of this timeout, the Eagles have been playing pretty well. I don't think the Flyers have picked up a point since that timeout a few minutes ago. So the Flyers kind of struggling offensively here.
Yeah, right they are. They're unable to get open looks. Ashland really stopping everything as Macy Spielman's going to bump Badali on that drive. Some players you're going to want to look for in this match for the Flyers. Jennifer Badali, like I mentioned, GLVC Freshman of the Year. She was first team all-conference last year. She's trying to find anyone open to get it to. She's finally able to find Motts. Galuza's going to go right, drive baseline, reverses. Nice score at the rim for Taylor Galuza, and then also for Lewis, Catherine Schmidt. She was on the all-GLVC freshman team, as well as second team all-GLVC. Schmidt out there, number 35. As we see Heidemann score for the Eagles. Another player to look at, Grace Hilber. She's led the team in scoring after 3 games. Not currently on the floor, but she's a great player. She can create shots as well as score from all 3 levels. For the Eagles, They are returning 3 all-conference players from their 14-player roster. Fifth-year senior Carly Peru. Last year she averaged 18.4 points and 7.7 rebounds per game. She was shooting 54% from the field as well as 35% from three-point line. Junior forward Annie Roshak, like we mentioned last year, averaged 21 points a game. And she is very close to joining the 1,000-point club. Could be something that happens this season for Roshak. As we see, the Flyers once again can't find anything as the Eagles are going to come up with a steal. 90 seconds remaining. Flyers trail 11-19 in the first quarter. Another play to look for with Ashland senior guard Hallie Heidemann. She has shown her versatility in the backcourt so far over the last couple seasons. She averaged 12.4 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 3.5 assists. Sort of a Swiss Army knife for the Eagles. She's shooting 45.8% from the field, as well as 39.7% from three. Heidemann also very close to joining the 1,000-point club. Flyers have it as Motts is going to look to hand off to Hilber. She finds herself open from 15 feet and converts. Really nice screen there from Amelia Motts to give Hilber that open jumper, and Hilber finishes the job.
Flyers defense trying to hang in there against Ashland, but ends up fouling. And they pick up their 4th here in the first quarter with just 32 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Ashland's going to have it on the baseline. They're going to have 4 players along the baseline.
Flyers going to hold on to the ball for the last shot here. The pass gets tipped. So at the end of the first, the Flyers are down 8, but are hanging tough. We're going to be right back after this short break.
And we are coming out for the start of the second quarter. Apologize, we had a few technical difficulties right there near the end of the first quarter. As we see Lindsay Harrison is going to throw in this pass for the Flyers as Galuza has it. Galuza's going to drive right, puts it up. Can't quite convert as Ashland's going to bring it up on the counter attack. Here's Jacobson. Now it's Yoder. Yoder still has it along the baseline. From the top, it's Roshak, no good. Rebound Badali, she's gonna look to push for the Flyers. Badali to Schmidt, she tees it up, and good. Nice looking jump shot from Catherine Schmidt as the Flyers cut the lead to 6. It's 15-21. It's gonna be a nice score there from Carly Peru in the post.
You know, Patrick, we talked about rebounding, and I think the Flyers have done really good defensively rebounding, and it's been helpful in that aspect. But offensively, they still kind of struggle, and I feel like they're going to need to pick up a few more of those rebounds if they really want to compete with Ashland here.
Yeah, right. You're right. They've done a good job of creating those turnovers. However, rebound remains an issue for the Flyers, as Kay Barth Lofton's going to check in for the Flyers. Shanton Brown will also make her first appearance of the game for the Flyers. Jacobson's gonna have to look to create something for the Eagles, and she does. She's able to score at the rim. So just as the Flyers cut it to 6, the Eagles get a couple of quick scores. It's now a 10-point game, but Dolly drives baseline. As Schmidt has it at the top. She drives left in the paint. She scores another strong score from Catherine Schmidt. She has been playing very well so far this game. We're gonna have a collision between Barth Lofton and Sophia Fortner. Fortner quick to get back up on her feet, but Barth Lofton's a little shaken up. And Galuza's gonna give her a quick rest. You know, Cody, that floor is really, really hard. When you take a fall, you'll feel that for a couple days.
Yeah, I remember a few times playing and landing on my knees, and that's what really got to me, is just like falling on the knees, and it just stung. It hurt. I didn't even want to get up after that, but 100% that floor is hard and unforgiving. So you're gonna feel it when you fall.
But Dolly's gonna tee up from the corner, no good. Rebound cleared by Ashland. Dangerous pass up court that's nearly picked off by Galuza, but that's gonna be an obvious foul as Galuza collided with Hallie Heidemann. And Grace Hilber will replace Galuza. The Flyers, Cody, have really struggled to shoot from the three-point line so far.
Yeah, it's something you're gonna have to, really pick up throughout the rest of this game, because, as we said, the Flyers are struggling to score. Just that extra point here or there with a three-pointer can really help out your offense.
Yeah, they're 0 for 4 so far. As Heidemann has it in the post, spins right, puts it up and scores. And Ashland, it seems like if Ashland gets it in the post, they score. The Flyers have got to figure out how to keep them away from the basket. As Schmidt tees it up, and Schmidt, her jumper is on the money today. That is a shot I think the Flyers are going to want to go to more often down the stretches. Once again, another score in the post. That's Carly Peru. She's in double digits now with 10 points. Schmidt again, and she scores again. Catherine Schmidt is heating up, and Eagles head coach Carrie Pickens doesn't like it. Oh, excuse me, I thought we had a timeout. However, we just have a plethora of substitutions.
Yeah, it was a mental mistake there by Roshek, I think, was passing the ball and just stepped over the line prematurely and gave the Flyers 2 points there.
Yeah, and they're able to convert as Stephanie Hart had good hands, able to catch the quick inbound pass from Badali and scored again in the post. We've only seen one three-pointer in this entire game. Came from Ashland. They are 1 of 6 from 3. Badali has it on the wing, drives left, puts it up in the paint. She looks like she was trying to draw a foul, and she gets the call. That kind of looked like one Cody that never really had a shot to go in, but you know, usually if you're aggressive, can drive to the rim, you'll get the call more often than not.
Yeah, if you're near the rim and you throw the ball up, you know, you might as well see what happens. You can try to get that foul. Sometimes the refs don't give it to you, but sometimes they do, and it's always worth the attempt. You know, the worst they're going to say is that was on the floor, and you got to just run another offensive play.
Yeah, and we saw Badali connect on free throw number 1. Free throw number 2 is good. Badali goes 2 for 2. It's a 6-point game. Daniels hands it off to Spielman. She's guarded by Badali. 1-on-1. Spielman's gonna force to give it away, and another score in the post. That was Jacobson. Really nice back cut, and able to get right past the Flyers defense. As Brown pump fakes into the paint, no foul called. Coach Nelson not liking the no call, having a word with the official. Pass picked off by Badali. 3-on-1. Hilber's open on the wing, but the Flyers intelligently reset. They did not have numbers there.
Yeah, that was a good job by Badali. She was getting closed in, it looked like, by about 3 defenders and wasn't going to be able to, you know, race them to the basket. So good job there just to pull up and decide to try to run an offensive play.
Yeah, and as we saw Badali pull up from the free throw line, shot no good. So Ashland's going to bring it up. Flyers trail by 8.
You know, we saw Ashland run a back cut a few possessions ago, and it worked out well. They got 2 points out of it. I'm surprised we haven't seen that more today with the Flyers being so aggressive on offense. You think, or on defense rather, you think it'd be a big part of Ashland's offense.
Yeah, with the Flyers being so aggressive, we saw Hilber nearly able to come away with the steal. The Flyers have been really jumping the passing lanes, but the downside to that is, like you said, Cody, you're leaving Ashland the option to just pump fake and then back cut. Usually you can find yourself wide open. That's going to be a little too aggressive by Hilber, as she's going to come up with her first team foul. And Galuza will check back in for the Flyers. Or excuse me, that is the sister of Taylor Galuza. That is Tara Galuza, 5'6" freshman guard. So Flyers able to force a turnover. In the corner, Badali, bingo! The Flyers finally connect on a 3, and it came at an important time. And Coach Pickens is going to take a timeout for the Eagles, try to stem this Flyers offense, who now finds himself trailing by just 5. And Ashland, although they're shooting just 1 of 6 from 3, they are 15 of 25 overall, so they're shooting 60%. And they're also 100% from the free throw line, and that is just on 2 attempts. But it seems like any time Ashland gets it in the post, they're able to score. And adding to that, Ashland already winning the rebound battle by a wide margin, 12 rebounds to just 6 on the Lewis end. Both teams playing a little sloppy. Ashland has 9 turnovers. Flyers have 6, however. Many of those Ashland turnovers were forced by the Flyers. And one interesting thing, Cody, I believe the Flyers have picked up their first block on the season. They had not recorded a single block until today, when Stephanie Hart was able to get her hand on one. And out of the timeout, it will be Yoder bringing it up for the Eagles. Yoder gets it to Smith. On the wing, Spielman. Now it's Heidemann. She's defended by Smith. Here's Roshak, and I think Roshak, no, it's going to be a 3-second call on Ashland, so hanging out in the post a little too long. Flyers will look to run as Badali brings it up. She's picked up by Heidemann from half court. Hand off to Hilber. Now it's Schmidt. She tees up a three. Bingo! Catherine Schmidt still unconscious. As she's scoring from everywhere on the court in a steal almost recorded by Tara Galuza. Flyers trail by just 2, and Schmidt suddenly finds herself with 13 points.
Yeah, the Flyers really picking up some momentum here. You know, they've trailed for most of this game, but they've really, you know, connected on their last couple of offensive opportunities, and they're only down by 2 now. So although it kind of feels like they've been out of it, they have fought their way back in, and it's a close game here late in the second quarter.
Cross-court pass to Heidemann on the wing, trying to get to Roshak down low, but she's really well fronted by Stephanie Hart. And that's going to be Yoder in the corner, and Ashland responds. Catherine Schmidt is 6 of 8. If I'm the Flyers, I'm getting it right back to her. Feed the hot hand. As Badali's got to look to get out of the post. Hart drives and a strong finish at the rim, and we saw there the defense was not leaving Catherine Schmidt. There was no help from that side, so a really smart drive by Hart, and she found herself open because the help could not come from the corner. She had to stay on Schmidt because she's been so hot. And no, that one rolls off the rim. Nearly another post score for Peru, who has 8 points tonight. Sydney Jacobson, along with Haley Smith, check back in for the Eagles. Badali now has it for the Flyers. Pestered by Heidemann. Now it's Hart. Down low to Hilber. Nice cut in the corner. Galuza kicks it to Badali. Really nice ball movement for the Flyers, however, canceled out by a kicked ball.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. The Ashland kind of caught a break there. The Flyers were moving the ball really well, good passing, and it just happened to hit off a defender's leg and stop play there. But it looked like the Flyers were going to get an open 3 from Badali there.
And Badali has it, and Schmidt is hounded by Haley Smith. They do not want her to get the ball. Galuza off the screen from Schmidt. Now it's Hart, 7 on the shot clock. Schmidt again. That one was airballed. It looked like the Eagles might have got a hand on it. As the Eagles are able to force a shot clock violation. Flyers trail by 3, 33-36, 2:21 to go in the second quarter. As Daniels brings it up for the Eagles. Hand off to Jacobson. Now Heidemann. Down low to Haley Smith, but the pass was a little high. Had she been able to possibly corral that high pass, she would have found herself wide open, so the Flyers catch a break. Eagles playing really aggressively on defense. As Hart gets it to Galuza, puts it up, no good. Strong rebound from Roshak. And Cody, that one looked a little awkward from Galuza. It almost looked like she was surprised to be that wide open. Didn't really quite know what to do with it, kind of tossed it up.
Yeah, she was kind of in an awkward spot where she couldn't really use the backboard, just kind of had to go for the hoop, kind of like when you're shooting from the corner there. And then, as you said, she had a lot of time to think about it, which only complicates things when you just need to be in a shooter's rhythm.
Roshak down low, post hook And they're going to get a foul on Hart. That's Hart's first, as Brown will check in and give her a rest. Kay Barth Lofton, who we saw come out of the locker room after taking that fall in the first quarter, will also check in, so that's a good sign for Flyers fans that Barth Lofton is able to retake the court in this game. And it's Roshak on the line. She connects on the first. Annie Roshak, so far this season, 10 of 10 from the stripe, as she makes it 12 of 12.
The Flyers are outscoring the Eagles here in the second quarter, 20-17, and it serves to put them down by only 5. So, good response here in the second quarter after having a rough first quarter there.
Yeah, right you are. Schmidt connects on another three. Turns to the student section, lets them know, and trust me, Cody, they know. Flyers just trail by 2 now. Looked like it could have been a push-off on Brown, no call. As Daniels tees up a 3, rims out. And a nice hustle there from Haley Smith. But that one's gonna end up out of bounds. Checking in for the Flyers, number 20, Zaria Coleman. Coleman, a 5'8" guard out of Flossmoor, Illinois. We did not see Coleman in the game on Wednesday. However, she's going to get some minutes this afternoon, as the Flyers have really spiced things up in the second quarter and find themselves trailing by just 2 to the 8th best team in the nation. It's Badali, who, Cody, she's just looked a little bit off today. Some of those shots just not falling for her, really trying to get to the rim, but it's just been unable to finish. So it's been an off day for Badali. However, she's done a really good job on defense, jumping the passing legs and taking care of the ball on offense, bringing it up. Heidemann has it for the Eagles. She has to look to create, throws up a prayer, and that's a charge drawn by guess who, Cody? Jenna Badali. So like I said, although offensively her shot has been falling, she is still finding ways to make an impact for the Flyers, as Hart's going to check in.
Yeah, that was a great play by Badali there. She had her feet set for a while before that contact came. So, great job to see the play before it happens.
Yeah, 1 on the clock. Badali's got to put it up. No good. Prayer at the buzzer. No good for Badali. Flyers trail by 2 to the Eagles here at Neil Carey Arena. I'm Patrick Hennessy alongside Cody Lindemann, and we'll be back at the start of the third quarter. Welcome back to Neil Carey Arena. I'm Patrick Hennessy alongside Cody Lindemann, and we are set to start the second half. A little bit of a recap from the first half. Flyers scored 36, Eagles scored 38. Eagles shooting 16 of 30 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3, and 4 of 4 from the stripe, while the Flyers similarly shooting 14 of 32 from the field. However, they are 3 of 8 from three-point line. Big story of this game has been rebounding. Ashland with 18 rebounds, Flyers just 9. 4 of those rebounds for the Eagles have been offensive rebounds. Flyers have been able to come away with 6 steals, and the Eagles have been able to come away with 5. However, the Flyers have 10 points off turnovers, as we saw the Eagles strike first in the third quarter, as Hilber has it for the Flyers. Nice job by Roshak. Nice hands as Heidemann now has it on the wing. Heidemann in the corner, down low to Roshak. And easy as riding a bike right there for Annie Roshak, as she found herself open in the post, and a nice entry pass from Heidemann as Motz drives. That's gonna be an offensive foul on Amelia Motz. Nice charge drawn by Carly Peru. And as that's number 3 for Motz, she's gonna have to sit as she picks up her 3rd personal foul. And Brown and Hart have both checked in for the Flyers. Heidemann on the wing, hands it off to Jacobson. Back to Heidemann, down low to Peru. She's double teamed. In the corner to Yoder, as Jacobson drives and is fouled. I think they're gonna get that one on Jenna Badali. That is just her 2nd. And it'll be Jacobson shooting 2 for the Eagles. Jacobson so far in this game with 10 points. She's also 2 of 2 from the free throw line, as she's now 3 of 3 after that make. So Jacobson now the leading scorer for the Eagles. Second free throw's up and good. Flyers now trail by 8.
You know, that was something we've seen a few times from the Flyers in the first half, where they would work the shot clock down to within 10, and then an Eagle would drive and get into the post and score 2 easy points, and we saw it again there. So the Flyers just need to play defense for that couple extra seconds, and they'll, you know, get the turnovers or force the bad shots or any of those things, and you know, that can make up for a few points here or there, as the Eagles have opened their lead back up to 8.
Yeah, right you are, Cody. For the Eagles, their good shots have all come in the post. They have been doing almost all of their scoring from that area, so the Flyers really need to try to front those Eagles forwards, as they're almost able to come away with the turnover, but they need to front the forwards and just keep the ball out of the post. And that's gonna be a corner 3 for Jacobson, no good. Rebound Brown, and they're gonna call a foul on Hart there. And they're gonna say that Hart was kind of hooking Peru on that one, causing her to fall to the floor. So that's gonna be foul number 2 on Hart. Roshak spins on Schmidt, puts it up, blocked by Brown. Coming in from the backside, she pushes for the Flyers. Galuza has it on the wing, and she stepped out of bounds. Bit of a momentum killer for the Flyers, as Brown was able to come up with the block. It'll now be Daniels pushing for the Eagles, hands it off to Heidemann. Offensive foul. So it's gonna be sort of an illegal screen on that handoff called against the Eagles. Badali looks to run for the Flyers. Hart has it at the top of the key. Down low to Schmidt, nice entry pass. Schmidt from the post puts it up. No good. Rebound cleared by Peru. Daniels has it on the wing, trying to find someone to get the ball to. That one's nearly stolen by Schmidt as she kind of ran faster than the ball moved. And another offensive foul. So the Eagles are having a lot of trouble with that wing handoff. Back-to-back offensive fouls for the Eagles.
Yeah, the Flyers defense has stiffened here in the last couple minutes, not really allowing the Eagles to score, drawing those fouls, but you got to score some points to, reward that good defense.
Yeah, and Catherine Schmidt, who had 16 points in the first half, hands it off to Hart. She drives, puts it up, and good. Stephanie Hart with this quick score for the Flyers. As Daniels down low to Jacobson, she's fouled. So the Eagles will shoot 2. They're going to get Badali on that one, and that's her third, so it looks like Hilber's going to check in to give her a rest. Badali also found herself in foul trouble on Wednesday. However, in that one, she picked up 3 fouls in the first half. And now number 33, Haley Smith. Check in Smith, a freshman out of Canton, Ohio, went to St. Thomas Aquinas High School. She is the second tallest player on the Eagles roster. Sarah McKee, standing at 6'2", is the tallest. Galuza brings it up for the Flyers. Working off the screen from Schmidt. Galuza's quickly trapped at the top. However, she's able to find Hart. That's going to be a steal. Turnover from Stephanie Hart, but Roshak walked with it, kind of colliding with her own teammates. So a little bit sloppy so far, Cody, for both teams here in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's true. And if you're the Flyers and your opponent's being sloppy, this is a perfect opportunity to kind of, clean up your play, and you could potentially close this gap that the Flyers have been trying to close in on all night. They've gotten it to within 2 points, but they haven't been able to, all the way, come all the way back yet.
As we had a quick stoppage in play, as Hilber tied her shoe, however, perhaps tying it to take a hike as she walked with the ball, and it's going to be a travel. So back-to-back turnovers for both teams as the Eagles have it. It's Jacobson defended by Hilber in the corner. Jacobson unable to get around Hilber. Nice defense from Hilber as she forces a jump ball. So Grace Hilber with aggressive defense, giving the Flyers the ball as they trail by 6, 40-46 with 6:11 remaining in the third quarter. Flyers in the half court. Galuza drives left. In the corner to Hilber. She tees up a 3. No good. Rebound Eagles. Daniels looks to push now for the Eagles. She's defended by Brown. Nice job by Schmidt to front Roshak. Keep it out of the post. Brown's going to pick up her first foul. And the Eagles quickly in the bonus now. And Daniels is going to get 2. Daniels connects on the first. Daniels hits both. She's now on the board for 5 this afternoon. Galuza kind of lost her footing for a bit, but maintains her dribble and is going to get an and one at the basket. Taylor Galuza. That's going to be on number 10, Hallie Heidemann. That's her second.
Yeah, getting to the basket is something the Flyers have done really well when their offense has been working this afternoon. And there you see getting to the basket and drawing a foul. Just a cherry on top there if you're going to get 2 points.
Galuza converts on the three-point play. She is now 4 of 5 from the stripe with 8 points. As Daniels is going to be called for an offensive foul against Brown. I don't know about that, Cody. She didn't really lower her shoulder unless they're calling it on someone else that I didn't see.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was some good, hard basketball. I didn't think there was anything necessarily wrong with that play, but, if you're the Flyers, you got to take advantage here, and if you're the Eagles, you got to, continue to play with what the refs give you.
It's going to be chased down by Galuza. And it looks like she is going to be fouled too. It's going to be on Heidemann. And that's going to be her third foul, so it looks like Jacobson's going to replace her for a bit.
Yeah, and that's the 5th fouls here on the Eagles, so the Flyers are going to find themselves at the line.
Yep, Galuza's going to shoot too. She's been good at the stripe so far, 4 of 5, and now 5 of 6. If she can convert on this free throw, they will have cut the deficit to just a 1-score game. However, that one's no good. Flyers trail by 4. Daniels defended by Brown. Brown is a really good defender at the point of attack. Doesn't let guards get around her very often. As the Flyers switch that screen. Eagles unable to find an open shot. Stolen by Brown, so Shanton Brown has been stellar defensively all afternoon. She comes up with the steal. Hilber drives left, she's open, and she scores! 2-point ball game here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Patrick, you've been mentioning Brown. When I see her play, one word comes to mind, energy. She brings a lot of energy, and you can see it in her defense. She's right up on the ball carrier, but like you said, doesn't let many people around her.
Yeah, and while we're in this timeout, Cody, a little bit of history between these two squads. Pretty evenly matched in the 10 times that they have played dating back to 1985, 5-5. So each team with 5 wins apiece. Winner this afternoon will take the all-time series advantage. Back in 2019, however, the Eagles dominated the Flyers in Ashland. They won 96-57. In that game, Grace Hiller had 4 points, and Carly Peru, who we see playing tonight, had 21. She led all players in scoring in that matchup. However, back in 2015, the one time they played before 2019, the Flyers beat the Eagles in the regional championship, which was their first regional title in team history. So perhaps in 2019, the Eagles had a long-term memory and remembered how they were defeated in that regional title game and really put the hammer down on the Flyers. However, here in 2021, the Flyers are hanging right with the Eagles. And the Eagles have it out of bounds as they get it into Roshak. One-on-one with Catherine Schmidt. Drives left, puts it up, and good. Too easy for Annie Roshak. And now Galuza gets it to Hilber. Working one-on-one against Spielman. Nothing there. She gets it to Brown. Brown drives on Yoder, puts it up, and good! Shanton Brown gets on the board, and that's almost a turnover as the Flyers have not made it easy on the Eagles to get these inbound passes converted. And it looks like we're gonna have another timeout on the floor. So far for the Eagles, they're led in scoring by Sydney Jacobson, who has 14 points, along with 3 assists. Annie Roshak has 12 for the Eagles. And for the Flyers, Catherine Schmidt with 16 points. Jenna Badali and Taylor Galuza each with 9 apiece. Roshak has 5 rebounds to go along with her 12 points. Badali is up to 3 steals for the Flyers. However, that aggressiveness has kind of landed her on the bench as she had picked up 3 fouls.
Yeah, that is going to be, you know, a symptom of this Flyers' aggressive defense. You are going to draw a lot of fouls, but it's been okay for the Flyers here this afternoon. Is it, you know, they're just 2 points away from the lead. As I mentioned earlier, they've been playing from behind the whole game, and they've been, you know, in this position before, and they weren't able to, you know, come all the way back and tie up the game. But the more you put yourself in this position, the more likely you are to, you know, finally overcome that deficit and tie the game back up or even take the lead.
Yeah, the Flyers have not led in this game. However, they've cut it to as close as they have all afternoon. It's just a 2-point game. They trail 48-50 as Yoder is going to be picked up by Brown from full court. Brown does such a nice job with that lateral movement. Her drop steps, just such a good on-ball defender. As Yoder unable to convert, nice contest there from Brown. Flyers bring it up, they have a chance to tie or take the lead. As Galuza breaks Roshak's ankle hard for 3, bingo! Flyers lead! Flyers lead for the first time this afternoon off of that Stephanie Hart 3. Set up by Galuza. It's going to be a foul, a little too aggressive there from Hilber. So the Flyers find themselves with a 1-point lead against the number 8th ranked Ashland Eagles. And Coach Pickens just had a quick word with their players, trying to calm things down a bit. And the Eagles can retake the lead with 2 made free throws here as Jacobson connects on free throw number 1. That makes her 7 of 7 from the stripe. And she is 8 of 8. 16 points for Sydney Jacobson. Flyers now trail by 1. Galuza to the wing to Hilber. Galuza thought about the 3. Hilber will take the 3. Bingo! Grace Hilber, Flyers lead by 2.
Yeah, we mentioned it in the first half. The Flyers were struggling to shoot from beyond the arc, and they've hit 2 consecutively here, and both times it's given them the lead.
And a nice turnover forced as Galuza came in from the backside and just caught her from behind, wasn't ready. And now the Galuza sisters are both on the court for the Flyers, and Heidemann will check back in for the Eagles. Flyers lead by 2, trying to pick up their first win of the season right here at Neil Carey Arena. This has been a thrilling game thus far. As Galuza gets it to Hart, drives left, stops, spins, puts it up, scores! Let's see if the Eagles can respond as Yoder has it. Heidemann off the screen from Roshak. And a nice cut there from Jacobson, but the ball couldn't make its way towards her as it's a kick ball.
Yeah, it was a nice job by Catherine Schmidt there. That was going to be easy 2 points for the Eagles, but she was able to get her foot out there. And, you know, it's not a foul. You just give your defense an opportunity to reset. So a smart play there by not just allowing the easy 2 points.
Yeah, and it's in the corner for Jacobson. No good. Rebound cleared by Schmidt. Galuza drives on Roshak, puts it up, scores! And the Flyers are doing everything right at the back end of quarter number 3. It's gonna be a foul, so they're gonna get that on Tara Galuza.
Yeah, the Flyers have really turned it on offensively here, not missing their shots, and when they're driving, getting all the way to the basket and getting those easy 2 points. So the Flyers finding something that works, finding a rhythm and a groove, and that's why they currently have the lead.
So Yoder will tee up her second free throw, and it's good. Flyers lead by 4, 58-54 with 96 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. Tara Galuza pump fakes, however, nothing's there on the drive. Back out to Taylor Galuza, who will drive herself, nothing there. Schmidt from the top of the key, no good. It looked good, and then it just rolled off the front of the rim, so Yoder brings it up for the Eagles. Cross-court pass nearly picked off by Galuza, but eventually finds its way to Roshak down low, and she scores. 2-point game. Galuza and Hart just not on the same page. As Galuza was looking for Hart in the corner, but Hart had started a back cut. So miscommunication from the Flyers gives the Eagles a chance to tie it up or take the lead. 53 seconds remain.
Yeah, the Eagles have a 2-for-1 opportunity here. They get off that quick shot as they did. Couldn't convert on it though.
Yeah, right you are, Cody. The Eagles will get another possession, and the Flyers will just slow things down, try to run the clock down. 15 on the shot clock, plenty of time. They lead by 2. 8 on the shot clock. Galuza drives, puts it up, no good. Rebound Roshak. 17 on the game clock. Eagles pushing in transition, and now they'll slow things down. And it's going to be a bit too aggressive by Hilber. And unfortunately, that foul is going to give the Eagles a couple of free throws. It'll be Heidemann at the line. So the Eagles a chance to tie things up, and then the Flyers will most likely get another possession with 7.5 seconds remaining on the clock. And she's good on the first. 57 now for the Eagles. Second free throw's up and good, so the Flyers are gonna get one more look here. 7.5 seconds left, and Jacobson's gonna pick up Galuza from full court. Galuza drives, puts it up, no good. Rebound for Kayla Sanders. And at the end of quarter number 3, we are knotted up at 58 apiece here at Neil Carey Arena. I'm Patrick Hennessy alongside Cody Lindemann, and we'll be right back for the start of the final quarter. And it'll be Eagles basketball coming out of the quarter. And worth noting for the Flyers, Jenna Badali, who has 3 fouls, has checked back in. Suns down low to Heidemann. She spins, puts it up, no good. It's going to be a foul against Heidemann. It's a bit too aggressive trying to follow her shot.
The Flyers picking up a foul early. That could play a key role later in this quarter if the score stays similar here. Fouls could be a big storyline moving forward in this game, so something to keep an eye on for both teams here.
Yeah, right you are, Cody. As Galuza can't convert at the rim. Found herself open kind of at the last second. Just couldn't quite finish. As Yoder now hands it off to Daniels. Nice cut there from Jacobson, and she's fouled. And unfortunately, that's going to be Badali's 4th foul, so Hilber will check back in for the Flyers. Badali has 9 points in the game. Hilber with 9 as well. And Hart's going to be called for her 3rd foul. So fouls have been a problem for the Flyers tonight as the Eagles found themselves in the bonus early in the 3rd quarter. Oh, really nice post move there from Roshak, spinning and using the glass. Galuza drives again, and she's able to pick up the foul this time.
So both teams may be struggling in discipline here early in the 4th quarter when it could be the most vital.
Yeah, right you are, Cody, and worth noting as well for the Flyers, Stephanie Hart on the floor as well as Brown. So Coach Nelson going with his gut and going with the players that have really stepped up so far this afternoon. Shantom Brown, who has just played stellar defensively and with some really key energy plays for the Flyers, and then Stephanie Hart, who is 5 of 5 in the game for the Flyers. They're going to call another foul on the Flyers. You got to think at some point you maybe got to tone the aggression down a little bit. I mean, Cody, you really don't want to let the Eagles be back into the bonus this early as their 3rd team foul.
Yeah, that's a fair point, Patrick, but it also is worth noting that it's worked for the Flyers so far. And I don't know how far away from your game plan you want to stray. So that it's a really kind of a lose-lose situation almost for Coach Nelson, who is going to have to figure out exactly what he wants to do here moving forward.
Yeah, and that was a nice job by Roshak in the post to poke that away. And now that's going to be a foul against the Eagles. That one's on Peru.
And I suppose maybe something else, just to finish up that foul thought is, if the Eagles are willing to continue to foul as well, do you really lose that many possessions in the end, or, lose that many opportunities?
Yeah, right you are, Cody, as Brown isn't able to convert in the lane. Each team with 3 team fouls apiece. So you're right, both teams equally as aggressive on defense, and man, just another foul. That one's gonna be on Hart. That's her 3rd.
I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like the officiating's really gotten, I don't know if ticky-tacky is the right word, but they've really kind of ramped it up here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it seems like they're just calling kind of some ticky-tack fouls off the ball. I guess maybe they don't like how aggressive it's been and they want to tone it down a little bit, but each team has to deal with it, so let's see if they can adapt. And we saw as well Mott's check back in for the Flyers as Galuza tees up a 3 from the wing. Bingo! Taylor Galuza. And a great job by Brown, forcing a turnover. Flyers lead by 1, 63-62, and Neil Carriarena absolutely in love with the play from the Flyers right now. As we are on possible upset watch with 7:45 remaining in this game.
Yeah, that was definitely great defense by Brown there, but if you're an Eagles ball handler, you cannot put yourself in a situation where you're on the sideline. Just stay in the open court where you have the entire width of the floor to move either way, and you put a defender in a really tough spot where they don't know which way you're going. But when you get on a sideline, you just kind of dribble yourself into submission, and then you make bad decisions like a turnover.
Yeah, and Cody, while you were talking, Grace Hilber had a really nice 15-foot jumper on the baseline to increase the Flyers' lead. Ooh, and that one was a foul, and a strong and one for Peru. So Carly Peru is going to head to the line for the first time this afternoon, as Brown will be replaced by Tara Galuza. And that free throw's up and good. So the Eagles have tied things up, 65 apiece. Galuza has it for the Flyers. To Hilber, she's gonna work from the three-point line. Drives left, out to Motts. She tees up a deep two. No good. Fight for the rebound. That was between Galuza and Daniels. Really like the hustle from both teams there, Cody. And it looks like Galuza perhaps lost a headband there as well in the scuffle. Equipment malfunction. However, she is back on D, and now she is guarding number 21, Macy Spielman. Down low to Roshak, puts it up, good. And Annie Roshak is not to be denied in quarter number 4. She's up to 18 points. Tara Galuza to Taylor Galuza. No good. Rebound chased down by Tara. Down low to Motts. She gets it out to Taylor Galuza. Pump fake, stops from 15 foot, no good. Chases her own miss on the floor. Diving players for both teams. And the Eagles end up with it. This is Daniels. Off the screen from Roshak. Down low. And they're gonna call a block. Cody, what did I miss? Where was the foul?
I didn't see that one. I just saw some good defense there by the Flyers, and another foul called.
Yeah, and what's more frustrating about that is now 5 team fouls, and Nelson's trying to get an explanation from the official. And Spielman's gonna shoot a pair. First free throw's up and good, so the Eagles have opened up a 3-point lead on the Flyers here in the 4th. That leads up to 4. Flyers really need to score here to stem the momentum. They need a response. Will it be Galuza? No! She is denied at the rim by Jacobson. Clean block and just stripped it right out of her hand. Nice cut from Daniels, and that's going to be an and one. So a block for the Eagles followed by a chance for a 3-point play. And Coach Nelson's going to call timeout as he senses a turn in the tide in quarter number 4 is the Eagles now have 71 to the Flyers 65. Taylor Galuza is up to 16 points for the Flyers. Catherine Schmidt still with 16 as well, and Annie Rojak has creeped her way up to 18 points for the Eagles. And 3 players so far, Cody, with 4 personal fouls for the Eagles. Hallie Heidemann and Morgan Yoder both in foul trouble. And for the Flyers, Jenna Badali has 4 as well.
Yeah, all the momentum has shifted to the Eagles here of late. The Flyers really controlled the game, you know, early with their offense firing on all cylinders, and now their downfall here in this fourth quarter is kind of in fouls. And you know, it's kind of an issue here at the beginning of the fourth quarter. It settled down. It was a little bit more clean basketball, and the Flyers now, you know, in foul trouble again in the bonus.
Yeah, and the Flyers have started to shoot better from the three-point line. They are now 6 of 14, a pretty respectable 42%. The Eagles have not really been able to find their mark from outside, 2 of 10. However, I think they realize it. They really haven't done a lot of shooting from that level in the fourth, just most of their scoring taking place in the post, and it's working for them. And Daniels will tee up free throw number 1 to convert on the three-point play. They lead by 7. And if the Flyers needed a response last possession, they really need one this possession coming out of the timeout. It's Brown. Down low to Schmidt. Hart's open in the corner. She tees up a 3. Bingo! Much needed 3 for the Flyers. And it comes in the form of Stephanie Hart. Eagles get it down low to Roshak, and again, she scores. She now has 20. Annie Roshak doing nothing wrong here in this game so far. Strong screen from Hart, finds herself open on the pop, but she's gonna get it down low to Galuza, who found herself 2 open and double dribbled. She, again, Cody, I think she was just surprised to be that wide open, kind of threw off her game, and unfortunately, a rare double dribble call.
Yeah, I don't think she realized how open she was. If she takes one dribble and goes up, she probably has an easy 2 there. But she just didn't maybe have the recognition of, you know, where all the Eagles defenders had moved to.
Yeah, and it's Roshak for 3. That one no good. Rebound corralled by Badali, up to Brown, and a nice job from Daniels to jump the lane and tip it away, because that was going to be an easy transition layup for Brown had it got through, and a nice look from Badali to get it up court. Brown gets it into Badali. She's going to work off a screen from Schmidt. Badali drives, spins, nothing there. It's now Schmidt. She tees up a 3, no good. Rebound fought for by Brown and Spielman, and the arrow points in the Flyers' direction, so it'll be out of bounds, Flyers ball. Galuza to pass in. She gets it to Schmidt. She spins, puts it up, and good. Catherine Schmidt showing Annie Roshak that she can score in the post too. She's up to 18. I really like this battle from Roshak and Schmidt today, Cody. This has been fun to watch. 2 great players going at it. And another great score for Roshak. So Roshak with a revenge basket on Catherine Schmidt.
Yeah, it's been a really good post play from both teams here today.
And as you mentioned, post play, the Flyers teed up a 3, but it's no good, and Schmidt's unable to convert on the second chance opportunity. So the Eagles lead by 6 with 3:11 remaining in the fourth quarter. 76-70 is the score here at Neil Carey Arena in Romeoville.
Yeah, obviously plenty of time here for the Flyers to, score 6 points, but you want to do it sooner than later. If you're gonna make that comeback, you really want to do it now before you have to get into the issue of fouling players.
And that is an easy score for Carly Peru in the post. Found herself wide open. Nice offensive play from the Eagles, but Dolly drives and scores and one. Gemma Dolly, chance for a three-point play. That's what you needed. And for the remainder of this quarter, Cody, if you're the Flyers, you need stops and scores. Stops on defense, scores on offense. And you need this free throw here. It's good.
And the Flyers putting some defense on here.
Yeah, full court press.
As you said, you need stops and you need turnovers, and that's the way to do it. So they're going to try their luck in the full court press.
And like you mentioned earlier, Cody, the Flyers are jumping the passing lane so aggressively that Ashland is finding themselves wide open on a lot of these back cuts. However, that time it worked in the Flyers' favor as they're able to force a turnover, and Grace Hilber will check in to replace Shanton Brown. I think Hilber, Cody, provides a little bit more offense, whereas Brown was more in, I think, for her defense more than anything. As Hart drives, puts it up with the left, and it's good. Flyers cut it to 3, one possession game. Daniels on the wing. She gets it to Heidemann. Down low, and Peru had an open layup, just kind of missed it. But Dolly draws another foul. So I really like that from Jenna Badali, Cody. Really intelligent play. She understands that these officials are calling a lot of fouls, and she knows that more often than not, she's going to get the benefit of the doubt if she can just get downhill into the lane.
Yeah, Badali with some good speed just drives to the hoop and puts it up, And it's happened, twice here in the last couple minutes. She drove hard, put the ball up, and got the call.
Badali goes 2 for 2 from the line, and it's going to be a timeout.
It's now a one-point game with the Flyers getting a couple key stops. As I said, they were down by 8, and then you get a 3 and a 3-point play, and then a 2 here, and you get a couple stops, and then all of a sudden it's a 1-point game.
Yeah, 1-point game at Neil Carey Arena. So far in the fourth quarter, pretty evenly matched. Ashland with 20 points and the Flyers with 19. And Flyers have attempted 6 threes in this corner. Only 2 have fallen. Flyers 5 for 5 from the stripe, and the Eagles 4 for 4 from the stripe. Here in the fourth.
Yeah, both teams kind of, doing the fundamentals that they need to stay close and competitive in this game. But, I think fouls are really the story. Both teams are now in the bonus. So every foul from now on will be shooting.
Yeah, right you are, Cody. It's going to be free throws down the stretch. Ashland leads by 1, their largest lead of the game was 12 when they led by 31-19. Flyers really aggressive D. Not quite able to convert the turnover, but making things really uncomfortable for the Eagles right now.
Yeah, the Eagles, got to that almost panicked 3 or 4 seconds without getting the ball, and the Flyers just doing such a good job staying on players.
Ashton brings it up with 1:50 remaining in the game. To the corner, it's Jacobson. She's defended by Badali. Now it's Roshak. And she walked with it. Yeah, that was a travel. So again, offense, defense for the Flyers as Hilbert will replace Brown. Flyers with a chance to take the lead. Flyers trying to pick up their first win of the season. Eagles trying to improve to 3-0. Hart has it at 15 feet. Now it's Hilbert. Tees up from 15. Yes! Grace Hilbert, and I think she was fouled after that shot too, Cody. Just either no one saw it or no one agreed. Flyers lead by 1. Down low to Roshak. And a great job by Hart. Stephanie Hart. Excellent post defense, forces the jump ball. And you know, although she got tied up in the post on that one and traveled last possession, I still think if you're the Eagles, you're going right to Annie Roshak. She's clearly been their best player tonight and has been getting almost anything she wants at the rim as they do just that. She goes right and scores again, Cody. Annie Roshak is unconscious from the left block.
Yeah,
Excuse me, the right block.
It's just automatic for her. We've seen her make that play multiple times, and it's really not an easy shot for post players, but.
And that's going to be an offensive foul, so costly foul by the Flyers. 48 seconds remaining. Eagles lead by 1. Fortunately, no free throws because it was an offensive foul. Eagles are going to slow things down as they have a 1-point lead. And I bet, Cody, they're going to try to go right down low to Roshak. She's fronted by Schmidt, excuse me.
There's about 15 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll probably start going at around 10-ish.
Hand off to Heidemann. They are going to call an offensive foul now on the Eagles, so trading offensive fouls, and it's going to be interesting to see, Cody, if Coach Nelson is going to go for a quick score here with 27 seconds remaining, or if he's going to try to run the game clock down and get a final shot. Flyers trail by 1. It's 79-80. It's been a high-powered offensive game this whole way.
I think either way you got to run some time off the clock. You don't want to score here, with 20 seconds left and give the ball back over with an opportunity, to score. So I think the question is, how much time do you want to run off? Do you want to run off, 20 seconds to try to score with 7, or are you just looking for a good opportunity and then you're going to have to trust your defense to play well?
Well, I think, Cody, if you're the Flyers, if you get a good open look, you take it. If you have an open look, don't use the clock as an excuse not to take what the defense gives you. However, should the Flyers score or be unable to score on the other end, you have to find a way to stop Annie Roshak from getting it. Double team, triple team if you have to. If Roshak gets it on that block, it's almost an automatic bucket, but you gotta take it one task at a time. And first things first, Flyers gotta score here, trailing by 1. 27 seconds remaining. It's Galuza, Hilbert, Hart, Schmidt, and Badali. Badali gets it to Galuza, and she is going to slow things down. Flyers are going to run a set here out of the timeout. Cody, I think the Flyers are going for a last-second shot.
Yeah, I think Coach Nelson here said, we're either going to win or lose on this possession.
Here we go.
Down to 10.
Galuza's going to drive, puts it up at the left. No good. Rebound Hart. No, it's going to be a jump ball. It looked like the jump ball was before the clock expired. So it's just going to be a matter of how much time do they put on the clock.
Yeah, I definitely think I saw the official on the baseline running in with the call of jump ball before the clock ran out. But as you said, it's a question of how much time is left.
Yeah, and the possession arrow points the Flyers' way, so it looks like they're going to have a chance for a miracle here. They're going to review this. I'll be really surprised if they come out of this review with the ran-down clock. It really looked like they called the jump ball with time still remaining on the clock. And how about that aggressive play to collect the miss with the offensive rebound? And then although it was a jump ball, you're still giving your team another chance. That was just a huge rebound from Stephanie Hart, who has been a key player this afternoon. She has 16 points.
Yeah, really symbolic for the Flyers. As we mentioned, rebounding is something they struggled with. And now, you know, after they have this offensive rebound, they have an opportunity to win the game here. So, you know, possibly a coaching opportunity. Hey, like,
Yeah.
look at, you know, if we do these things, if we do these small things, or even a couple more rebounds a game, look how, you know, different, you know, our last couple games have been. As you said, they've all been close games the Flyers have played.
Yeah, close game after close game after close game for the Flyers. Has now, they trail by 1. We're just waiting to see how much time we're going to have left on the clock. It'll be interesting to see who Coach Nelson is going to draw this play up for. Schmidt has been hot most of this afternoon with 18 points. She's leading the Flyers in scoring. However, you still have Galuza, Badali, and Hilber, who are more than capable shooters. And then, you know, Hart as well will be taking the court. And she's been great. She's 7 of 8 from the field and 2 of 3 from 3. So, and Cody, not a good sign for the Flyers as they only put 0.2 of a second on the clock. And I just don't think that's enough time to get a shot off of it. I know the NBA rules, you need 0.4 of a second. I'm not sure what it is at the collegiate level. And that is not going to be fast enough, as Ashland is going to come out of Neil Carey Arena with a win. And I think Coach Nelson is begging for a foul. Nothing gets called. That's going to do it. So the Flyers are going to fall to 0-4 on the season, whilst the Eagles will improve to 3-0. It has been a great game from Neil Carey Arena, and I'm Patrick Hennessy alongside Cody Lindemann. Flyers basketball will be back in action on Tuesday. Make sure to tune in.